how
I have one of those at home. I brought one home once.
we discovered the name BODHI, or BODHI. So when we're opening up the business, I've had a history with personal training and in the bodybuilding industry after MTV. So I always liked, I had to incorporate bodybuilding somehow in it. And I didn't want to use the bodybuilding background as marketing. I didn't want people to see that as the only thing that we do in here, because it's much deeper than that. BODY is kind of on the outside. So we're looking for something, BODY is the art of this whole thing. And there's always an art and science. So BODY is the art, BODHI is the science and the philosophy. And ironically, we were going to call it the Body Shop. We're looking for like a one-stop shop where you can get personal training, nutrition, coaching, meal prep, you know, all these other components that go along with transformation. We're going to try to make it like a one-stop shop. Karen.
Yeah.
Come over here for a second.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds. But we never wanted to use bodybuilding, and we didn't want to only target people who wanted to compete, although I've trained many competitors, national, professional level. I didn't want that to be the whole market in here, because I feel like that's like 0.01% of the world. And although I really like coaching that, and obviously I'm passionate about that end of it, it's much deeper than that. So when we were in North Bergen before we came here, before we had a logo, before we had anything, Karen was going through the dictionary looking for literally A's and B's, and she was looking for a word that we could use. And I was, go ahead, want to start? A little shout out to the turkey trot. How did you find, because technically it's BODHI by Karen, because Karen actually discovered it.
It's not by Karen.
Come on.
There's no by Karen on any paperwork. It's
doesn't
not
matter.
by Karen.
I've changed it.
No, you've changed.
Tell me where you found the name while I do my squats.
I Googled Zen-like words. I Googled.
Okay.
There was Google around.
There was?
It was only 2010.
All right.
We're not going to dinosaur time here.
All right, girl. All right, get it.
I Googled Zen-like words. And I just started fishing through like this long list, and I saw this word, BODHI. I'm like, what is that, body? I'm like, oh, there it is. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh, that's really cool, because it means to enlighten from within. I was like, that's kind of cool. So I ran over, I was in the dining room on our little table on our laptop we just bought, right? And I ran into the office. I was like, I think I have it. What do you think of this? Now, fast forward a little bit, Anthony's like, oh, Frank Zane in his book calls it bodybuilding all the time.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, so it was really weird because Frank Zane is one of Anthony's all-time favorite bodybuilders. And in his little book we got in the Arnold Classic, like in 2007 or 8 or something, it's like a 20-page booklet. Pamphlet thing. Yeah. Inside of it, it says bodybuilding. And it was just really cool. And that's how Karen came up with the name Body.
It's all about building the body from the inside out. Yeah. And not the outside in, which is what people normally would see when we're trolling through Instagram, or when you see like pictures of me or Karen or any bodybuilder, all you see is the shell. But there's so much more that goes into it. And again, you'll never really see a lot of that going on around here, because we don't want to intimidate people or make people feel like they have to be competitors to come in here. But a couple weeks ago, a gentleman walked in, called us, came in, sat down, watched the class, came down, scheduled a session. So he was here 3 times, scheduled a session with Karen, sat down. Karen asked him if he wanted water. So he said yes. So Karen leaves to get some water. When Karen comes back, he got up. He was really red in the face. He got up. He said, I can't stay here. He goes, I see the BODHI, Bodhi. It's a Buddhism term. I don't practice Buddhism. And I saw you have a Buddha on your wall. And I can't, I'm a strict Christian, and I can't follow these beliefs. Karen's like, well, we don't preach any religious theories, or we're not religious in here. We believe in the philosophy of enlightenment. BODHI means enlightenment. So it's bodybuilding or bodybuilding. It's a difference. I don't want people to feel like we're categorized under a certain, religious belief. It's not about that at all. It's a matter of just becoming who you are from the inside out, and kind of literally letting your inner beast, so to speak, out, and you become free when you train yourself from the inside out. The shell, the outside, the body, the physical shell is the artistic side of it. Those are the aesthetics. But really the magic happens inside. BODHI. It's a little long-winded, but I'm sure you can find some gems in there, man.